So for this XP farm, you're going to need to go into the chimney side area within Yesha. If you don't get the chimney, because it's not guaranteed, you can always re-roll an adventure world until you do get chimney. And basically, you're going to want to go through the entire dungeon until you reach the boss fight, which is this right here. Now, the actual XP farm happens at the very bottom of this boss fight. But what's the best way to farm them? Well, you're going to want this gun right here, Enigma. Honestly, not just for this farm. You want this gun in general. This gun is broken. It's overpowered. It's probably going to get nerfed at some point. It's so dang good. Get this gun. It's a handgun. It shoots lightning that chains from enemy to enemy. It's so good for crowd control and dealing with a bunch of mobs. Get this weapon. And you can also buff its weapon. It does use shock damage, so you can use this amulet if you have it. You don't need it, but if you have it, shock device increases the shock damage. Grounding stone increases the shock damage. This ring increases all damage. There might be some other things you can do, but that's what I'm using. Of course, this is an XP farm. We're going to be trying to level Handler here. Gunslinger's already maxed out. Since only one of our archetypes is not level 10, all of the XP is going to go here. If both of your archetypes aren't maxed out, then the XP you get will be divided between the two archetypes. But we're going to be focusing on leveling Handler. It's good to have another weapon that's just good for single target focus, like for mini bosses, because when you're down there, occasionally some mini bosses can spawn. You're going to want a weapon that can handle them pretty well. I'm using Nightfall. Use whatever you want for mini bosses. And if you like, you can also level up the amplitude trait to increase the AoE size of your arc lightning. As you can see, I'm only at level 4. You don't really need it, but it helps. It helps the lightning chain a bit further, but you're fine perfectly without it. Last thing to mention is that you're going to want to buff the XP gains as much as possible. I'm using the Mudtooth's elixir. You buy it from Mudtooth. It increases experience gains by 15%, and it lasts 60 minutes and will stay in effect even after death. And lastly, the higher the difficulty you can handle for this, the better the XP you're going to get. I'm playing on Apocalypse, but you don't have to play on Apocalypse to get good XP here. It's just the higher the difficulty, the better the XP you'll get, as long, of course, as you can stay alive, because it does get pretty dangerous down there, which is why we're coming properly equipped. Lastly, make sure the zone power level is high. You can see in the top right, mine is 21. That's because I just discovered this with a character power level of 20. If you found this area a while ago and you haven't rerolled it, it might be something much lower. And if the power level of the area is low, the enemies won't give you as much XP. So just make sure the area power level is as high as possible. So without further ado, let's go ahead and begin the boss fight. Again, we're not really going to get any XP until we reach the bottom. The goal is to reach the bottom, but we're not going to kill the boss. We are going to leave the boss alive intentionally and just farm the infinite minion spawns that come. All right, we're at the bottom. So now we should be able to start earning XP for the minion kills. And as long as we don't end the boss fight but by destroying the roots in the middle, well, the boss fight won't end. So we can keep farming minions infinitely, which is our goal here. Okay, I see some explosive ones. All right, we just hit level 9 handler. Let's see how long it takes for us to hit level 10. That's going to cost 22,000 XP. Let's see how long it takes for us to get 22k XP using this farm. There we go. Level 10 handler. I'm not entirely sure how long that was, but you'll be able to see in the video itself. That was really, really quick, way faster than standard world exploration. So we're going to go ahead and swap on over to another archetype to level, but that should be it for this video. I'm going to be chilling down here for a while myself. I'm going to max out all my archetypes through this. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and let me know what other things you'd like to see. Anything you'd like help on, I'm more than happy to provide. I'll catch you in the next one.